sushi and spaghetti. Heavy, circle back and come and get this. And your ears too, if you want 'em blue like belly. Lot of jetting, Prada bedding, 911s. I'm the who's who with what's what. Papa heaven, around and get trying to test me, cause that I'm with like the draw. When it's sketchy, if they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me, buy a dog tag the same place that they would get me. Ski.
This is culture
Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it.
You ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't malice. Been quiet, ain't right, you ain't Paris. Blow money, you owe money, we ain't balanced. You ain't believe, God did, you ain't Khaled.
This is Brian Anderson, Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline.
There's always tension in the air when these teams face off. I love this atmosphere.
Yeah, they can say what they will about this being just another game. You can see it in their eyes. This is different.
White, good. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
To the middle, Garnett. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's Brunson. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by White. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back to you, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. And New York has possession. The Celtics making their last shot. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pulls it in from the elbow. Again, Boston.
Well, that's a smart shot by White. Most of the times, teams will give you the mid-range.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Brown. Brunson with it. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. And there's a 3-second violation. Boston leading by 5. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Brunson. Up top, Robinson. To the inside. Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Outside White. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Bridges. Brunson with it. Picked up by Tatum. New York working the ball around now. Right side, Anunoby. Kicks it out, Towns. For three. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. .105 left to play in the first. Stolen by Bridges. Towns outside. It's Bridges on the wing. Towns down low. Shoots over Brown. Towns can't get that one to fall. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Brown. 6 to shoot. Robinson with a steal. Brunson with it. Now guarded by White.
Yeah, in the open floor, Anunoby is dangerous. He will not make the mistake of holding back.
So it's Boston now. White looking it over. Pass to Garnett. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Garnett's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The 3, Bridges. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Towns outside. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
4 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot here. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And a two-handed jam!
And Clarkson possesses so much speed. Once he gets a step in transition, it's over.
Here's Bibby. Drives to the hoop. Outside for Green. Pass to Exum. Back to Green. Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. First shot won't go.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Vucevic with a steal. Here's Queta. Still without a bucket. Here's Bibby. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Knicks trail by 3.
Substitution on the court.
Left side, McBride. Towns outside. Outside Brunson. Shoots over White. New York again can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I am happy to be a part of it. Guys, back to you.
Putting the team first. And Thanks a lot, Allie. Walsh. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Robinson gets the bucket. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Back to Tatum. Fast break. Here comes New York. Pass to Robinson. Boston pulls it in. Now White. Give him 8. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Substitution, Josh Hart.
Here's Brunson. And here's McBride. No made baskets yet. And it's Brunson missing.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Here's Garnett. Kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 3. The shot's good. White's got 10.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And here's Brunson from the arc. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 5. Outside White. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
15.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Brunson. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Outside White. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
Yeah, I love watching Tatum compete like this. Getting his revenge with a 3 of his own.
Pass to Garnett. Outside White. 5 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Knicks trail by 8. Brunson up top. Back to Towns. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on White. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A. He just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Bibby, good. Bibby's gotten his second bucket of the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Right side, Robinson. Outside, Brunson. Back to Robinson. Outside, Brunson. Three-pointer, no good. Boston leading by 7. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Vucevic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Vucevic has got his first 2 points of the night. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Knicks with the possession here. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Pass to Robinson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. No good with a layup. To the paint. Here's Cato. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And now an 11-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Back to Robinson. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Celtics lead by 11. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you guys.
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Here's Exum to the right side. Here's Bibby. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Back to Vucevic. Robinson with the block. He's got a clear path. He launches a 3. Connects from downtown.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Exum outside. On the wing, Green. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And stolen by Bridges. And here they come. Finished off the break. And now just a 1-point Boston lead.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. Can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Good if it goes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Celtics.
The next 31.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Garnett. The kick out to White. There's the drive. And White gets right to the 10.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
Pass to Okporti to tie it up. Boston pulls it in. Outside Tatum. Over Clarkson. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Brown with the steal. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
Great call having Brown run pick and roll. He is so confident with the ball in his hands.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. They set the pick. Pass to Garnett. And now the Knicks on the break. Got a piece of it.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
The Celtics with the lead. And here's Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Towns on a screen. The big man, Cat.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
White knocks down the trifecta.
Well, we've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Outside Brunson. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Brunson with it, now guarded by White. Outside Bridges. Hart fires! Clock at 6. Towns on a screen. Brunson. Oh, the long ball, no good! And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. There's a minute 47 left to the fourth quarter of this one. Good for 2!
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Hard outside. Here's Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
There's a screen. White. Towns rips down the board. Knicks trail by 5. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his third foul so far. Screen by Hart. Jacks up a 3. Cash from downtown.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
He's gotten so good with that pump fake. Brown, just a pro at drawing defenders up in the air.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
At the line, Jaylen Brown.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Outside Hart. Deflects the pass. He drops the first one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Outside Tatum. Here's Garnett. Clock at 4.
getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Tatum. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Now a timeout called by New York. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully. Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Here's Hart. All sorts of time. Connects!
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game. And so it's Boston with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end.